I told my youngest daughter she may not post a video of me having a hot flash. It happened on a Tuesday in July, 94 degrees outside, and I was standing at the stove making turkey chili when the heat hit me like an oven door opening in my chest. My face went red, sweat popped out on my hairline. I grabbed a paper plate off the counter and started fanning myself, and that's when I noticed Mia, my 19-year-old, leaning against the fridge with her phone up, filming. I had my gray tank top on, nothing showing, just me sweating and fanning, and probably muttering something about hell. I figured she'd delete it. I didn't think much of it until dinner, when she slid her phone across the table and said, "Mom, look, I already edited it." She had cut it to 15 seconds, added a trending sound, and captioned it, "Watching my mom fight the fire of 1,000 suns." She said hot flash content does numbers. Moms are underrated on the app. This could get picked up. I told her no. She said, "Come on, you look funny, not bad." I said I didn't care how I looked. My body wasn't content, and that was the end of it. I thought that was that. Then my husband Robert came home from his shift, and Mia must have gotten to him first, because he brought it up before I'd even set the table. He said, "Come on, let her post the hot flash thing. It's actually kind of hot, not embarrassing at all." I remember staring at him because that was such a strange thing for a husband to say about his wife sweating through a tank top in the kitchen. He said he meant it like the internet would think it was funny hot, like a hot topic. I still said no. He shrugged and told Mia later that he tried, but Mom wasn't budging. That's when Mia came and found me folding laundry, and said I was being mean to her. She said I never let her do anything for her page, and everyone else's mom would be proud to help their kid grow an audience. I told her my answer wasn't changing, and she stomped off to her room. I would have let the whole thing go, except 2 days later I was looking for a phone charger in the kitchen junk drawer, and Robert's phone lit up on the counter next to me. A Venmo notification from Mia. The memo line said "Your cut, hot flash PT2. Under it, there were older ones. $15. Memo mom cries laughing. $9. Memo therapy vid. My stomach dropped before my brain even caught up. I picked up his phone. It wasn't locked. I know I shouldn't have looked, but I did, and I found the messages between them going back 3 months. Mia had posted 2 videos of me without me knowing. One was from March, when I found out my mother's hospice was moving her to a different facility, and I sat in my car in the school pickup line and cried for 10 minutes before I noticed Mia in the back seat with her phone propped on the headrest. The caption said, "When your mom finds out grandma's insurance denied the good facility," and it had 400,000 views. The other was from my hormone doctor's parking lot, me venting about my blood work, captioned POV, "Or mom is going through the change and everyone can hear it." Robert wasn't just letting it happen, he was in it. He'd been telling Mia when the lighting was good which breakdowns would perform, and he'd been taking a cut. Not big money, $30 or $40 here and there, but taking it and saying nothing to me for months. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning I made coffee, sat both of them down at the kitchen table before Robert left for work, and set his phone screen up between the sugar bowl and the creamer so they could both see it. I didn't yell. I asked Mia to read the captions out loud. She wouldn't. I read them myself, slow, the hospice one and the doctor one, and I watched her face go white. Then I looked at Robert and told him he had 30 minutes to pack a bag for the guest room downstairs, because he could explain to me later how filming his wife's worst days and splitting the money with our daughter counted as reconsidering. He tried to say it was just a joke that got out of hand, and I told him 3 months and a couple $100 wasn't a joke, it was a business. I called my sister, who works with a lawyer, and by that afternoon I had a formal takedown request in for both videos through TikTok's non-consensual filming policy. I also told Mia she was paying back every cent she'd made off those 2 videos, plus the hot flash one she never got to post, straight into my hospice fund for my mother, and that I'd be checking her account myself to make sure the videos were actually down. Mia cried and said she didn't think of it like that it was just content. I told her I didn't care what she called it. Then I picked up Robert's phone, opened the Venmo thread one more time, and forwarded every message to myself before I handed it back to him, and told him the guest room sheets were in the hall closet.